Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who have taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth, and we're selected to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, when I can get something from this video. It's a quick video, man, on another, some more tips on how to move in this society. We understand that, you have women of this society, which damn near rule the society along with the so-called white man. And scriptures say what? Basically they're full of tricks. If you go on any social media platform where, you can see pictures or these women have, profiles, you see the tricks, you see the snares, you see the things that they use to deceive you. And, men will fall into the tricks of women. How many people have died over women? How many people men have in general, have been in jail over a woman, and how many people have lost riches due to women? How many people lost their wits due to women, and women are, you got to learn, you got to know how to manage them. They're not meant to manage you. You have to manage them. But you can't manage them if you're subject to their beauty, if you're subject to how they look, if you're subject to how they feel and, what they do in the bedroom, and you can't manage them if you're not above them, The employee doesn't manage the manager. The manager it manages the employee. You understand? The boss manages the employees. Okay? You're not meant to be managed by them. And a lot of men fall victim to the managing of women due to the fear of losing them, or due to the fear of, arguing, or due to the fear of, trying to keep the peace, which, that's a heavy lesson. Okay, because here it is that, men love peace, men love quiet, men don't like arguments. Women are the complete opposite. Okay, and the most unruly women be those that are the most beautiful most of the time. Okay, and if you fall victim to how she looks, then you'll be a victim of whatever consequence that might happen at the end of the road. Okay, that she might put you through. Okay. But this is a quick video, man. Lord willing, it's edifying. This is Sirach 9:8. It says, "Turn thine eye away." That's like it. Let me see if Sirach 9, and as it gets to the point, in 6 it says, "Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance. Turn away thine eye." This is 8. "Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman." Okay, many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. And I'm sure, if you see this video, you can name, probably on two hands, how many men you personally know that's been deceived, including yourself, by a woman, and you have to learn. And they're full of tricks and snares. And if you are subject to their tricks, and if you're subject to the things that they do and their manipulation that they try, they won't even like you. Okay, a man has to be somewhat fierce, somewhat dangerous, so to speak. Not violent, but dangerous. Capable of violence, capable of, leaving, capable of, putting shit in order, so to speak. Regardless of how much they complain about it, right? It's just a test. And it really has to be your way or the highway, regardless of the beauty of a woman. Quick example, right? I've been in relationships with beautiful women, okay? Where I was tested. And I end up after years of being with, a particular woman, even a couple of them, but this particular woman, after years of being with her, she lived with me and everything. I had to write her a bill of divorce and let her go. Now what she did and all, I mean, she didn't commit adultery, but she was advertising to commit adultery, so to speak, like, saying, using her beauty against my rule. Like, well, I want to do this. And if you don't like it, it's a million men out there that would take me, that wouldn't mind me doing that. And if you don't, then, so she just kept throwing that in my face, and I told her to get her motherfucking walking papers and dip. Now, to this day, this woman, because after a couple months after that, I think half a year after that, she sent me a long ass text, a long ass paragraph begging to come back, basically. And it was no, because what does scripture say about that? That land is greatly polluted. Okay, how many men have popped you in this, all the men you were advertising, how much of them have laid down with you in this time frame that we've been apart? And you think you finna bring it back to me? You're right. You're a fucking fool. You must, you're dumber than I thought you was. Okay. But yeah, and I didn't respond, didn't even read the whole message, to be honest with you. And, and to this day, I mean, my Hebrew name is Tazar. She has a baby by another man and named her baby Azar. So and that man, it shows you how disrespectful she is. That man would never know why his son name is what it is. And this is the disrespect of and he doesn't know that this woman, still has feelings for me to this day through the things that, that she says, and, the things that, that she advertises, as far as, that we see, whether it be social media, whether it be this, whether it be that. I mean, we even got mutuals, you know what I mean? And I haven't talked to her in years, and yet, my name is still in her mouth. Okay? See, some men don't have the guts to leave a woman of that beauty. He doesn't. And she gives him, I know she give him hell. Because that's what she is. She a demon. And he, instead of him leaving her, he put a baby in her. See? You can't be fooled by their games. You can't be fooled by their tricks. So much that she took your baby and named him after another man. What kind of disrespectful shit is that? And you think it's not a consequence for that? You think it's not a consequence for your wrongdoing? You think it's not a consequence for your disrespect? It says, and look not upon another, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, and that man is deceived. Not just her beauty, but the things that she do in the bedroom, the things that, and it's a shame that we live in a society to where I know what he's experiencing, and he know what I experienced. And that's the cold truth. It's a fucked up feeling. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine. Sit not at all with another man's wife, at all. Okay? Don't take her out. Don't drink with her. Don't hang out with her. Don't do none of that shit. Lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. Okay? You end up committing adultery. And the adultery leads to what? Death. Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him. A new friend is as new wine. When it is old, thou shalt drink it with pleasure. Okay? It says, envy, and I'll get this too. It says, envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Yeah, you see sinners winning in this sinful world. And you might think that, man, well, how come we doing the righteous things and we not getting what they getting? right? But this, the Lord still blesses, but the world to come is for us. To get certain of these blessings that these people get, you got to be sinful. Okay? Certain things that these entertainers get, rappers and all this shit, and men of renown or whatever you want to call it, right? Famous men and chief men of this world, the shit that you got to do to achieve what they got. I mean, you got to be wicked to get certain different things. Okay? It says, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave. And we talk about the punishments all the time. What's to come? Look at the famine to come. Not just the famine of the word. Not just the famine of bread, but the famine of the word. Look at the sword. Look at World War III brewing up. Just look at everything, man. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. And understand and watch the company you keep. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. It says, let thy walk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. Okay, it says, a man of an ill tongue is dangerous in the city, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated. Okay, watch your mouth, watch your tongue, watch what you talk about, watch who you speak on and what you speak about. That's part of being a man. Okay? That's part of being a man. See, masculine men don't gossip. That's what women do. And little kids do. Okay? That's what kids do. Masculine men talk about, it's a quote, man. It says, great minds talk about, I'm gonna bash the quote. It says, great minds talk about, like inventing things or creating things. Basically, peon-minded people talk about each other, so to speak. Okay? So which one would you rather be? Okay? So yeah, just an overview of Sirach 9. I just went through it real brief, real quick. I didn't go through the whole 1 through 18. I just went through the things I highlighted. I encourage brothers to read, 1 through 18. I encourage brothers to read books like Sirach. It gives you this type of information on, how to carry yourself, especially in this wicked-ass society. So with that, man, Lord, in the video is edifying, lonely, Akim. Got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashemi, Hawashai, Bahashemi, Kakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.